What's going on, love? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to yet another collective message of the day. I definitely hope that you are feeling absolutely amazing at this time, and if not, I am sending you all the good energy and positive vibes that you may need in this time, okay? For those of y'all who are new here, my name is Shani. This is Melanated Mindfulness Tarot. I typically upload daily collective messages for us all throughout the week. When or as the opportunity presents itself, you will notice more collective messages for each and every zodiac sign, as well as what I like to call collective conversations. So if that is something that you may be interested in, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I would definitely appreciate it, and you don't want to miss it or miss out, right? On the gems, the tips, the guidance, the support, and things of that nature that you will get on this channel. So subscribe. Thank you. If you're interested in supporting me or following me on any of the other platforms that I associate myself with, please make sure you check out the description area, because there's a Linktree link that will guide you in the right direction, okay? I definitely thank you. I appreciate you for being here. Once again, we are about to get into a collective message. So if there's anything that resonates with you, if you get something out of this message, please do give me a like, and if necessary, share it to one of your people. One of your partners, one of your friends, whomever, it doesn't matter. I appreciate all the interaction we can get, okay? Did I already tell you to leave me a comment and let me know how you feeling? If I didn't, here's the opportunity, right? Make sure you leave me a comment and let me know how you feel. So let's get into this message. All thanks and praise to the Most High. You know our hearts and you know our situations. Can you please give us the cards that we need in order for us to be able to receive this message on today with an open mind and an open heart? We ask that you clear anything standing in the way of our clarity, confirmation, transformation, and healing at this time. Ashe. Okay. Ashe. Amen. Let's get into it. Let's see. Spirit, what is it that we need to know on today? What is it that we need to be made aware of? Well, I thought we had something about to come out. I thought we had something that was coming there. Okay. It's like peace of mind comes up first. Oh, we got, okay. Okay, we can take those two. And let me see if there's anything else that I need to add right now. All right, so right now, underneath it all is the Sun card, okay? Super dope energy. It's like everything, under the sun is yours. Open yourself to being able to actually receive this energy, right? It's really given that as a collective, right? The majority of us as a collective, that we're basically putting ourselves in positions not to be open to receiving all the things that we know we desire to have, that we deserve and desire to have. The Nine of Cups comes behind this. So you got the Sun card, and then the Nine of Cups shows up, so that's pretty much saying, like, open yourself up. Open yourself up to all the things under the sun. But right now, it's giving that, like, you really not satisfied. This happiness, this Nine of Cups is in reverse. So it's giving, like, a resistance to satisfaction or resistance to happiness, right? And then we have the Death card in reverse, because there is some resistance to the transformations that need to be taking place here. There go that settling energy. This is the energy of settling. Look, let me just throw my hands up right quick. Real quick. Before we get into what's on the table, I want you to really pay attention to whatever the energy is surrounding you when it comes to, like, what you feel like about your life. If I can say it like that, do you feel like you're actually receiving and or operating in the things that you deserve and desire to have? Because again, anything and everything under the sun is yours if you allow yourself to be open to receiving it. Okay? If you allow yourself to be open to receiving it, it's gonna come. It's already there. It's just you really having to align yourself with it. But The lack of, like, not all you're feeling is like the lack of, you're not really operating in happiness, right? Maybe, and if you are, maybe it's just a temporary or based on some type of external factor, but you can definitely be happy, like genuinely happy from the inside out. Again, the resistance, okay? The resistance to the transformations that actually need to take place in regards to where you are settling in your life, right? You settling for less than you know that you're settling for less than you know that you deserve. But let's go ahead and get into it. The first card on the table is the Four of Swords. Okay? And with the Four of Swords, it's like, bring yourself to a place of mental peace, right? You thinking and, you know, just kind of all over the place. And I wouldn't say all over the place, but almost all over the place. You want to be mindful of that. Like, when you feel like your thoughts are being pulled in these different directions, or maybe like it's not you having control, right? Whatever the case or the situation may be, like, it's time for you to just take a step back. If it seems like it's too confusing or you torn in between the 2, 3s, and 4s, take a step back and just like isolate yourself. Like, you know, put yourself in a place, I guess, of solitude so that you can actually be able to open your eyes, right? Or open your third eye to being able to see things from a different way, right? Or even to be able to raise your vibration with the priestess showing up like this. If you look at the illustration on this card, right, you see how like her arm, she's like, I'm raising my vibration, like I'm surrendering, I'm opening myself up, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just that energy of her just like being lifted. You know how when you'll be like, yes, like you be opening your arms, you be opening your heart, you be just opening yourself up to being on this high vibrational frequency. That's what this energy is giving. That's what this energy is showing. Okay? So I want you to be mindful, like I said, of how you feel about the things that are actually like happening in your life right now. And if you're not satisfied with it, how can I say this? Because a lot of people do say, they ask this question, right? They'll be like, you know, what I have, like, if I feel like if I want more, then I'm not appreciating what I have in a sense, right? But you don't want to become complacent when you know there's always room for growth, if I'm explaining that properly, right? So it is okay for you to focus on the moment and to appreciate what you have in the moment with her showing up. But just because you're in this moment and you're appreciating, it does not mean that you cannot be putting yourself in a position to acquire more, right? Like, you want to be in alignment with what makes you feel good. Hold on, we got some things that, look, they turned over, so I'm pulling them out, okay? Yeah. With the Princess of Swords showing up in reverse and the Three of Discs showing up in reverse, it's definitely something going on in your mind where it's making you think like, you gotta, and yes, it's okay. Yes, I want you to appreciate what you have, right? But you know how you can appreciate what you have, but you want more, and then you got somebody telling you how you ungrateful. So in the back of your mind now, you probably really do feel like you're a lit ungrateful, right? But you're really not ungrateful. You just don't want to be complacent, and there's a difference. So you can be thankful and grateful and still work towards the next best version of yourself or the next best version of your life or whatever it is. So, you know, just be real mindful, boo. And like I said, you probably gonna have to take a step back, get from around those people or those individuals or even that person. I might even, no, I ain't gonna say it out loud. I ain't gonna say that out loud. I was finna say I might even do some clarifications on like this Four of Swords energy to see if like a certain energy or a particular person may pop up, but it still stands, right? The reality of it still stands. You have to decide like what it is that raises your vibration. You know, like you have to decide, how can I say that? Because that's not how I wanted to say it. Like I said, just because somebody else feels like you're ungrateful doesn't necessarily mean that you're ungrateful. It's okay to desire to raise your vibration or to reach the next level. Abundance, right? Abundance. You want that feeling of freedom, right? You want the feeling of free. Listen, I get it. They don't have to get it, right? Like the people who don't get it, they don't get it. They may not ever get it. So don't even sit there and constantly keep on trying to waste your time trying to explain something to someone who just ain't gonna get it right now. Maybe in the next 3 to 5 years, when you are operating in this energy, then they'll have a better, I guess, understanding understanding of why you were desiring to have more, right? Again, I can't stress this enough. Just because you want more, baby, it does not mean that you're ungrateful. So yes, you do. Your abundance is yours. Abundance is your birthright. So it's already there. Yeah, but just because you tap into it at a certain level does not mean that that's the end all be all. I just feel like I'm repeating myself now at this point. Like, even with that 3 of Cups. So we got the 8 of Cups in reverse that comes out. There may be something or someone that you are emotionally attached to, and that's why you are allowing them to, their input to be so, like you're emotionally connected or attached to a person, right? And that's why you're allowing their opinion to affect your reality so much. I think that's the best way for me to be able to say that right now. Spirit, can we have any other cards that we need out of this deck? Yeah, you gotta just pay attention to yourself. You gotta recognize and realize, like, the things that you desire, everybody else ain't gonna desire to have. And that's in one aspect, because now you don't want to be emotionally attached to people and or things, right? The way that, I guess, like an outcome, how can I describe that energy? Okay, I get it. Okay, I had to wait. I just wanted to see. So you don't want to be attached to, like, the materialistic aspect of. You don't want to be attached to the materialistic, like, outcome or aspect of a situation, right? You don't want these outside things to be the basis of your feelings, right? That's not what's going to lead you into, like, obtaining the material wealth or the riches that you desire to have in any area or aspect of your life. I'm not just talking about in the monetary sense. I'm talking about your peace. I'm talking about everything, right? You want to focus on having more pleasurable moments. You want to focus on having more pleasurable experiences. Do you understand what I'm explaining? So instead of attaching your outcome to, like, oh, I'll be happy, or I'm gonna feel like I'm abundant when I'm making $10,000 a month, right? That can be a thing. But if you move like that, then that means you're only going to be happy while you're making $10,000 a month. Do you understand what I'm explaining? Opposed to you feeling the feeling that you want to feel when you making $10,000 a month, so that the $10,000 can pretty much be attracted to you, for one, and that if it happens to go away or it happens to decrease in any type of way, shape, form, or fashion, you won't lose the happiness or those pleasurable experiences that you've been having before the $10,000 a month even came in. Do you understand what I'm explaining? So just be real mindful. Understand, like I always tell you, that it's about your mindset. Everything deals with your mindset. Like the reality that you create, it's created because of the way that you view things, the way that you see things from your mind space. Take a step back. Like, give yourself the opportunity, boo, to take a step back so that you can really align yourself, like mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, right? Well, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, because I say mind is you thinking about it or you being able to see it. Mind, body is you being able to feel it from the inside out. And spirit is just you believing the very thing can happen or that it's going to happen, right? But like I said, this right here, both of these actually, these two. So this is the one where it's telling me, like, yeah, it's the way that you're thinking about it. Like, you need to work on how you think about things. At the bottom of this card, it says works. It's the 3 of discs, right? So it comes into like the physical aspect of what you need to be working on, but it goes back into the mindset. It's like you holding on to destructive ways of thinking that's really not allowing you to be able to experience, again, the abundance that you seek. So don't be so emotionally attached to the outcome. Don't be, and when I say the outcome, you can even visualize certain people being in a space with you in the future. And if that don't come to pass, don't be so emotionally attached to what you thought the outcome was supposed to be. And likewise, don't be so attached to the material aspects of whatever it is that you desire to have. Because if you obtain those things and that's what triggers your happiness or your satisfaction, the moment something happens to it or the moment it goes away, then that feeling goes away with it, and you're going to be back at square one, battling the battle and trying to overcome the cycle one more again. Okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. All thanks and praise to the Most High. Spirit, we thank you, thank you, thank you. We got the card that we need. The card that comes out is Surrender. Okay? This card says surrender. What number is that? 44. Okay. Surrender. It says, let it all go. Say aloud now, I surrender. These words cast a spell. Breathe them in. Release control. Stop bonding around struggle. Hand the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. You don't have to figure it all out. Goddess and or God has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment. The Goddess Declaration says, everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. Okay? Everything I need. What? Look, I ain't never even looked at this card like that. Ooh. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. Why is this? I don't understand why this is the illustration on this card. It got like breastfeeding going on and stuff. But here nor there. The main focus, our main goal, main focus is to tap into our abundance by tapping into our pleasurable experiences. Okay, abundance and pleasure, pleasure and abundance, they go hand in hand. So now, with that being said, if you've been able to take anything from this video, make sure that you like. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure that you subscribe. I definitely thank you. I appreciate you. I definitely hope that it brought you some type of clarification, confirmation, transformation, or has assisted you with your healing in some type of way, shape, or form. And until next time, I absolutely hope you enjoy yourself. Have an amazing day.